Hello, this is Tijuana, and welcome to the All Around Natural Beauty channel. My channel is dedicated to all around natural beauties like myself who who have been on their journey to love and accept your natural hair. And as a 4C woman, African American Black woman in America, has been um, it's been a challenge. And this channel I started back in 2013 when I wanted to start. I was going to unlock my dreadlocks. For those of you who don't know me, I'm 51 years old, and I've been natural for most of my life. And in between times when I have ventured out to do something like put a chemical in there, like a relaxer or heat, which is hence the last big chop that I did last month because of heat damage from the Dominican blowout. I really wanted to just kind of ask myself and ask, some other women out there who struggle with the acceptance of our hair. And me being someone who's older and who has worn my hair natural for, many years, and who another person who has had to do big chops because related to, breakage from chemical use, relaxer and the heat from the Dominican blowout. Why in the world would I do something like that? Like I'm still questioning myself, like, why did I sacrifice 4 years of growing my hair and then to go let them burn it all out like that when, I did a lot of work or just patience really. And to, wait the 4 years to let it grow out and how I took care of it and all that good stuff to then go and within, a short amount of time, just let it all get burned out like that. And so this is something I want to talk about too, because it's something that I just went through. And like I said, the title of this video is, grieving the loss of my 4C hair, because like I said, 4 years is a good amount of time. And 4 years of hair growth is a good amount of hair growth. And it was really hard for me because I once you recognize that the heat damage is there and that your hair is changed to coils, it's not coming back. You keep washing it, keep wetting it. Like I said, friends and family, just kept assuring me that my hair was, the coils were going to come back. That I just had to wait and all of that. And it was devastating for me when I was, when I took my hair down and washed it, and it was just coming out by the gobs. And I tried to transition, which was something I had never done before in the past, was transition. I've seen people do their little transition journeys and things like that, which I did attempt to do, and that's how I got caught up in the with the hair weaves. And I because I was planning on transitioning under there. However, because of the damage that my scalp was receiving underneath the hair weave, I just decided I wanted to, just go back to just being natural, and also to understand like what what type of mindset got on me. It was almost like I was receiving some type of a drug with this hair being straight, and like I couldn't look at myself. When I went the second time to have the hair weave taken out to get it reapplied, I couldn't even look at my hair in the mirror after it was taken out and washed and all that stuff. It was just, and I know that there are some of us who have been wearing these weaves for many years and, haven't, no one seen your hair and stuff like that. And so, this is kind of a public service announcement to all of the women, especially the older women who have been doing this for years, to let's come up out of this. Let's kind of embrace and deal with our hair and learn about it and really embrace it. It's about accepting it, and stop wanting our hair to look like something that it's not. And we're doing all these things to damage it, which is not going to be helpful for your self-esteem, because underneath these wigs and weaves, especially if you got, like I had started to get some alopecia there, starting to fill in a little bit. I don't know if y'all could see, but when she took it off, there was smoothness. It was like it was smooth, very smooth, and that's how you can tell alopecia. It's the smoothness, the shiny skin, like this forehead, and that what was right there, and that was directly related to the adhesion from the closure device that was put on me. Okay, so let me go ahead and set up the this here live stream to, because what I want to do is I want to have an open conversation for people to foresee people to have a safe place to talk. And one of the other things that I've been seeing lately are people posting their alopecia and going, to the hairdresser to try to figure out how they could, get, wear their hair and come out of these devices and grow their edges back or things like that. And I really want to say that while your hair is covered up and you've got the all this stuff on it, it's not going to grow. Your scalp is being damaged, and all this stuff on it, that if your scalp is being damaged, it's not in a healthy environment for hair to grow out of it. So the only way one of the most important things you can do is to give it fresh air and not to have it covered up. It needs to breathe. Your hair needs to breathe. So one of the things that you'll have to do is just take the confidence, because a lot of this stuff that we're doing is because we've been brainwashed to what beauty is. And when you have been brainwashed to what the picture of beauty is, and it doesn't look like you can start really believing that, and it could cause you to do things to yourself that's not good for yourself, like putting that adhesive on your scalp. And the chemicals too, like I said, there's been some studies to show that there's a connection between uterine cancer and the women who are getting these relaxers, these chemicals being applied, to your scalp, basically, or having they're having an effect in a relationship to connect the two together, getting the relaxer and the uterine cancer. So here we're doing all these things because of lack of love for our hair, because it's not loving to do something that's going to cause you some health risk. And it's exactly what we do when we don't have a pride in our own natural hair, and we're doing these things that's damaging not only to our physical scalp but to your self-esteem as well. Because like I said, when I was wearing the the hair hat, as I've heard it called before in the past, I felt like a fraud. I felt like a fraud. I felt like, here this unbelievable amount of hair on there, and that, that here I am, who am I fooling? But anyway, I wanted to say that too, because it was one of the things that I felt so liberated after I finally went on and cut off all this dead hair and stuff like that. And the sad thing is that I wish I would have, filmed it. Like I said, I was in the midst of it. I was straight on panic mode about what I was going to do with my hair, because at the time when I was experiencing this damage to my hair, I had just, I was just starting a business. And, that's the last thing you really need, is to have something happening with your self-esteem about your appearance and how you're feeling when you're trying something. Because if you're not in a good frame of mind, it could really have some devastating effects on you. So having the right frame of mind is something ultra important here. So what I want to do is I'm going to show y'all, because like I said, this channel has been up for um, 10 years. Yeah, going on 10 years, because I started in 2013 when I cut my dreadlocks off that I had been wearing for 8 years. And they were, down to my waist. It was really easy. It was just, a matter of time. And I was going to comb them out. So I had been on YouTube and I was looking to see if these locks could be combed out, because I wanted to, everyone was asking about, could they be combed out? So I was going to see if they could be. And I was at a point where I was tired of them, and I wanted some new energy. I wanted something different. So I did try. I tried combing them out, and I spent weeks and was only able to get a little small amount out. If y'all go back and look at the very first video on this channel, you'll see me, combing out some locks, showing all this stuff. And then the very next day, not really the very next day, because I had ordered this product called Naughty Boy, Naughty Boy Unlocking Dread, which was a complete waste of money. It did not unlock the dreads. This 4C texture hair is very coily, so trying to, comb out some coils and tangles that's been in there for years is, kind of highly unlikely, even with the technique of, cutting it in half. And, I used a lot of hot water and conditioner and all that stuff. The way that I did my own locks too. I made them small because I didn't want really big bulky ones. So they were small and, very neat and small. And yeah, they weren't really coming out to really what it was that it was taking so long, and I'm not the most patient person. So I was figuring, like, while I was taking my hair down, it was really a messing with my esteem, because I knew that my hair wasn't all together, even though it was like only a small patch in the back that was out, and the rest, still was all locked up. Because I knew that my hair wasn't done underneath, it was really doing something to me. So in order to avoid all that, I just went on and, shaved it all off. And I figured, I just let it grow back. That, I had every confidence, like my hair grows fast and, easy if I'm not bothering it. So I wanted to also be a voice and show, that this kind of hair, this texture hair can grow too, especially, if you just embrace it and be good with it. Y'all hold on for 1 second. All right. So it wasn't like it was anybody out there, but I'm just excited because, finally have an opportunity to be a voice for this. And then to, speaking out for us women and stuff, because a lot of the stuff that we're doing to ourselves is because we're trying to get the attention of men. And I just want to say, like, it's about time for us to stop harming ourselves in order to, it's not worth it. Because, just recently there's been, a little bit more light shed on the type of treatment, especially us Black women, being unalived by a lot of these Black men out there, that it's bad. And I'm sure it starts off with our self-esteem, because if you are good with your esteem and you really love yourself, then we wouldn't put ourselves in these positions to be abused or endangered, in a dangerous situation with these men who are just angry at us for, doing well. And, they're out here in the cold, and we're, we're taking care of business. We're doing what we want to do. taking care of ourselves, and we're minding our own business, and they are angry because, you know, they're feeling rejected and stuff like that. So, you know, we have to deal with that. You have to, you know, really be careful about, you know, turning them down and all that stuff. It's really sad. And the brainwashing and all the stuff that's going on with that is, you know, just not a good thing. But what I want to show you guys on a more funnier note is I want to kind of go through my channel here so y'all can see what let's see here. Wait a minute, that's not what I want to do. So y'all could see what let's see here. Wait a minute. I apologize. Let's see here. I need to go to my channel and kind of look at the front page here is what I want to show y'all. This here. Because this is the channel, like I said, I started back in 2013 when I did my first big shop. And you see, I did a few videos. This is me here with the with the dreads. And where's my last one at? And then the next day, chopped it off. 2013, I'm having fun. I'm learning things about my hair. Like, I had the dreads, like I said, 8 years. So all this stuff about like shea butter, the twist outs, all these little different styles and things like that, I, wasn't aware of and stuff like that. So I'm here learning stuff about my hair, about, how to take care of the dryness and all this stuff, doing length checks. I'm having a ball. Things are good. Then there's some protein damage. And then you see here a big gap. Here's my last one from 7 years ago. Then all of a sudden we come up to last year when I came back after doing this here big shop there. But I just wanted to show y'all. So then here, me with all of the hair and everything. Let's see. This is my trip to the oh, well, look at here.
It's about his treatment of women, and he's working on that.
Wow.
Expand on
that? 2022. And I know it's been quite a while since I've made. Okay, so look at me. This here hair channel. Excited about. Look at how my hair is all straight. You can see my eyes. My hair because I've been working super duper excited. And hair straight. And then I go to this little part up here when I see me the morning of JJ's Dominican Hair Salon and get my hair, look at that, get my hair done. I haven't had a professional. Can you imagine the amount of shrinkage that my hair has to be just prior? Look how long it was, and then look at this. This is one of the other reasons too why we do these things to straighten our hair out and stuff, because it takes years for C hair to show length. And then you want to, everybody wants to have women want to have long hair. So, the only way to be able to show the length is to kind of extend those coils. So that requires, some type of manipulation like heat or some type of chemical or something like that in order to, kind of relax the coils out and stuff like that. But what I wanted to say was that, like, even just looking at my face, I can see that I'm just feeling so good about myself because my hair is straight. Where did that philosophy come from? Like, why did I feel that way? And I didn't even think that I would be a person that did feel that way, since I've been natural for all this time and, really respected my hair and all that stuff. And I've never like felt like I wasn't beautiful or anything like that. I've always been a fan of my appearance. But I have. And so that's the other reason, like, I don't get, like, what was it that, and I know what it is, because, having the silky straight hair just really meant something. But, it's all about being okay with who you are and accepting yourself and your hair for what it is. Like this is, good hair. It's good hair. It's really good. So let's see here. Let me go back over here and let y'all see what is going on with this here channel and this Dominican blowout thing here. So nothing done to my hair. No one's touched my hair since 2004. All right, y'all hear that? Now that should have been the first clue that they in there speaking Spanish. I don't know what they talking about, none of that. So that should be my first clue that they really don't know how to do this kind of hair. Look at that.
Jenny tiene que irse de ahí de la
casa. What's going on? What's going on? They're letting them go up there and do it. Bye bye hair. So sad. Look at that big old smile. Kool-Aid smile. Look at me with straight hair. They did say we was mixed with Indian. OMG. Yes. Yes. How sad. But anyway, I just feel, look at there. I have to disagree for it was so sad. But, again, it's just hair and it will grow back. But I just want to know, like, how many of you guys have sacrificed your hair in order to get a look and, then it didn't work out. And the devastation that you felt when you're just, your hair is just coming out from the roots. And that there is nothing that you can do but go ahead and start over because there's so many spots in it and blotches of just hair out, and that your hair looked a certain way and what it looks like when it is healthy and healthy and in a good space and stuff like that. So I'm just excited because I'm loving my hair. I'm loving it now, and I'm happy to go on this journey again. I really just want to encourage so many more of us to go ahead and liberate yourself and do you a big chop because it, like I said, it is liberating. Like after I got it off, I was just like, whew, I felt good that it was finally over and I didn't have to worry about, if somebody was going to be standing next to me and looking down at my tracks with me in this, this little hair hat or whatever like that. So these are things that we really don't think about when we are before we do something, you know what I mean? Because I saw some other channels and stuff like that, or people that were having to get the big chop after getting silk press or some other little form of heat. Or there was another lady who relaxed her hair after being natural. I think she had said like 5 or 6 years. It was many years, and she had put her own relaxer in there after having a baby, which is kind of a no-no. But anyway, she puts it on there, and her hair was coming out like a cancer patient too. And I really felt for her because I knew the feeling, how it felt when you recognize that I just did the thing. Like I've messed up. I've really messed up here, and there's nothing I can do about it. And to wear your broken or damaged hair is just totally not a good feeling, especially when you been rocking a nice little natural fro for a minute, and then you have to go sit down with something like that. Not a fun feeling at all. Not fun. So these were some things that I was really thinking about and considering, and I can do that. Hold on one second here. I'm gonna do something. Okay, there we go. I'm just excited. Like I know this is going to take me some time to build up this community because even though I've been, I'm just excited. Like I know this. Even though I've had this channel, for almost 10 years, I haven't really been faithful to it because, like I said, that one time that I had the dreadlocks for 3 years, and then when I cut those locks off, it didn't even hit me to go back and do something on the channel until I had been doing 3 years. So y'all see that big gap. And then when I came back, I had already had 3 years of growth, and you know, my journey had already been started. So this time I'm excited because, I just did the big chop, and y'all just saw me, 6 months ago with my long silky hair and feeling good about it and all that good stuff. And then now having to go through this. But the good thing is that what I didn't know back in 2018 when I did a big shop, I didn't know anything about the curl definition. I didn't know anything about the sponge. I didn't know anything about these different products to help put moisture in the hair, which y'all can see here is, pretty shiny. And coils are, defined rather nicely there with these here coils. And it's mine. These are my coils. This is how my hair looks. This is, the thing about accepting your hair. So with this time around, I just wanted to, be able to show how, it's nothing to be afraid of. It's nothing to be afraid of because even like this little bald spot is starting to grow in. And the best way for things to grow back is, with fresh air and water. You need to heal and, give it air and water and sunshine and all that stuff. All the things that it would not be getting if it's tucked under, a weave or a wig. Those things aren't good. They're not good for your scalp. They're not good for your scalp. And I'm sure it's something internally too, knowing that your hair is damaged or your scalp is damaged or whatever little issues are happening underneath this here hair hair appliance and all that good stuff. So these were the things I wanted to come out talking about. I want to start, sharing with y'all the different products I'm using, which basically is just a curl definition and a little bit of edge control here to kind of help those edges in there. But for the most part, I'm just excited about this journey because, like I said, I didn't discover the curl definition until year three with the hair journey. So by that time I had already did all of the hard work. But the good thing is that I did the sponge. I didn't know about the sponge on the 2018 version. So each time I'm doing this big chop, I have more skills, more knowledge. And then too, there's more different products that are out there. So everything, is going great. And I'm just staying on top of it. I want to just share these things with you guys too. And I'll be bringing some different sponsors and highlighting some different products. And if there are some products that you guys are curious about and would like, for me to try or something like that, like I said, I'm willing to try. And I've tried a lot of different things. And like I said, a lot of y'all have said before in the past that this ain't for C hair. And trust me, it is. I know how I'll see. And it's only because, like I said, I've been, after I did this big chop, this natural hair. So it's easier to define the coils because, it's just easier to do that. And like I said, I got the experience with it. I know what products to put on there, which products that my hair likes. And, that's just how it goes. What I want to do is offer, for anybody who's interested to, even come up and tell their story and stuff. Like I said, I've been seeing a lot of people doing videos where they're going to their cosmetologist and saying, I just want to wear my hair. Like, figure out how you can cover up these bald spots because these bald spots have just been growing and they're not going to get better until you take that stuff out and let your scalp heal. Because imagine every time you put that tension on there too, you're cutting off blood supply to your scalp, and that's what things need to grow. It needs a good blood supply and all those things. So if your scalp is damaged, you're doing more damaging things to it, you can't expect to heal your alopecia if you don't have a healthy scalp. So having a healthy scalp is thing number one. So let's see here if I can drop a link. And that's for anybody who want to come up here and give their testimony about what's going on with their hair, and what type of things they're doing, what type of hair regimen they have going on. Yeah. Well, looky there. I didn't know I could do that. Here we go. Did I do something there? I think I did. I'm trying to throw out something. I don't know if I did. Yeah. Okay, so let's see here what's going on, if I can see the things. All right, so again, oh, I know what I want to show y'all too. Let's go back over here and look more at this here. These the different videos. Me doing my hair and what's going on with hair like that. So basically, with this type of hair, it just needs water. It needs some type of oil or lubrication, and water, oil, and sunshine. This needs to have some. The scalp needs to breathe. One of the most important things. So I just want to say that you are beautiful just as you are, and that your hair is beautiful. And the more you believe it, the better you're going to be. So I just want to say, I love where I'm at. And as a matter of fact, I am alive with anticipation because I have been dealing to allow for a healing, then the birth and a new beginning of a more powerful me, enlighten you see, learning from disappointments of the past. For I know in my heart that out of the dark must come the light at last. It's tough and it's difficult to work through the mental pain that you store in your mind. But I have discovered on this road to recover, life is a state of mind. I'm sad and I'm mad, but sometimes I'm glad. Emotionally, I'm overwhelmed. But I cannot wallow and allow life's sorrow to take over my mind's realm. I am a survivor reaching higher and higher. Peacefully, I let go. Embracing my sadness helps me escape the madness. Life, ready, set, grow. I'm going to leave. That's my poem that I wrote like 20 years ago. And I'm just excited because to see that these things are still continuing to happen, and we continue to grow, and we're going to share, and together we're going to be able to build a strong, solid community. And I'm going to put my poem in the description box at a later time. But I'm excited, and I'll be bringing y'all more of that too. I got a lot of poetry, a lot of stories, and a lot of different things, and stuff like that. So I'm excited, and here's something here that I'm getting from my Turo business. But I'm excited, y'all. So please keep up with me. I'm going to be putting out more content on this here hair video, content on different things about hair, mostly a lot of mindset. And I want to talk, I want women to reach out and, stop destroying our bodies and stuff, like all these BBLs and all this stuff that we're doing, mutilating ourselves and our bodies and stuff for what? For what? And, so tune in at a later time, and thank y'all so much for watching. And yes, even says here spam risk. Like I'm going to answer that. So I'm excited about that. And two, like I said, I'm going to start digging back in the crates here and bring out some more of this poetry. And that's going to, help me too, because, I'm not going to lie and say that, of course it is liberating, but it was still sad. Like I said, I really had to grieve my hair. One of the main reasons why I was so egregious for me was because I felt like, why did I do it? Like, I wish I could just go back and just be like, idiot, like, why would you do that? Why would you think you could put that heat on your cotton hair? Like, that's not the thing to do. And you spent all this time, 4 years to grow it out. You said you weren't going to do nothing to it for 6 years. You're going to wait 6 years, you're going to wait 8 years. You're supposed to be waiting to do all this stuff. And you're not. Like, I don't understand what you're doing and why you're doing it. But anyway, I'm just excited that I'm here today and things are still going good, and I've got all this newfound respect for the hair and for us women too. So please, if you haven't already, like and subscribe, and stick with me because I'm on this journey now. I want to grow this channel and be able to provide a voice for Black women all over, old, young, especially us older ones too, that like feel like you may be stuck or trapped in these wigs and weaves because you have, so much alopecia that, you don't feel like you can, step out and just, go out there with, maybe a large bald spot of alopecia or something like that. But, there's lots of different people I've seen, and heard some people that's done, put some different creams and stuff together to help this alopecia. All I did was I didn't put any more of those weaves and the adhesive glue, which is what causes that hair to fall out. You know what I mean? So anyway, you can always recover and repair. And worst case scenario, you stop the growth and the spread of it, because that's how it happens. It just starts spreading. Like I said, my scalp, the whole part here was tender for weeks afterwards. You know what I mean? The whole time that the thing was attached to my head, it was sore and tender. And, the first week, the first like 10 days, I could hardly sleep because, it was so tight and, it hurt. It was uncomfortable. It was extremely uncomfortable. And the things that we do, for our hair to look a certain way, breaks my heart. Breaks my heart that I was one participating in all this stuff here. But that's all I got for now. And I will talk to y'all. See you in another video. Love yourself and love your hair. All Around Natural Beauty saying peace out.